Every year, millions of college students leave their crappy dorms for slightly less crappy apartments and need cheap furniture to fill them with. Many of them head to Facebook Marketplace, or Craigslist, or Apartment Deco, or countless other pages and websites where old furniture goes to find a new home. But there are no guidelines there for how to appoint a home. And the superabundance of furniture forums with obscure names and unclear uses can lead to more questions than answers. And in this video, we're taking a look at one of the trickiest forms, the Credenza. If you're clicking around Marketplace, you'll notice that listings labeled Credenza look a lot like those labeled sideboards, buffets, or consoles. That's because
there's many different things that go underneath the umbrella of sideboard. It could be wall hanging, some can be higher for storage, some can have legs, some have sliding doors, some have tambour doors, some can have even glass, just many different things.
Confusing yet? According to the Oxford English Dictionary, a credenza is a type of sideboard, freestanding cupboard, or storage chest, originally Italian or of Italian style. And the word comes from credence, the belief in or acceptance of something as true. Catholics and Episcopalians might recall that a credence is the table used to hold the elements of the Eucharist during Mass, a ritual that asks believers to accept that ordinary wine and bread can be transubstantiated into the blood and body of Christ. Could this church form therefore be the ancestor to our marketplace credenzas?
No way, not this time.
In fact, Craigslist credenzas derive not from the sacred world, but from the secular, and according to some accounts, from a particularly sinister corner of it. In the Middle Ages, Italian signoras and signoras were always at risk of being poisoned by their enemies. As the story goes, they set up a table, a credenza, at the back of the dining room where servants would sit and sample food from the kitchen. Therefore, when it was set before the masters and mistresses, they could believe or accept that it really was safe. Obviously, that's not what most of us today will be using our credenzas for, but it does make it clear where credenzas should go. At least I think it does.
Well, they can be taken out of their context and done in interesting ways. Like, let's say you had a larger bathroom where you come into a smaller area that could have a cabinet of some sort, where it hides towels and things like that, instead of having storage that's up above. So you can think of, out of the box kind of areas where you can use sideboards. A lot of times people, you can float like a headboard and put a sideboard underneath it. So on the other side, you have a storage cabinet and all the things that you need.
So, if you're searching for the next upgrade to your dining room, or really any room, consider getting a piece with some history. It might end up being your new favorite statement piece. Or at least somewhere to stash the toilet paper.